WHO, the World Health Organization, or better known as the COVID propaganda wing for China during COVID-19. He pulled the U.S. out of the insane globalist Paris Climate Accords, you know, the ones that designated China and India as developing nations. He dismantled DEI programs across the entire federal government, and at the same time, President Trump used his emergency powers to divert more water desperately needed to Southern California. He's done all of this now in just 2 weeks as he begins his third week in office. And while the state-run legacy media and the Democrats erupt into a predictable and entertaining fit of hysteria, can't make it up. They have learned nothing. They just doubled down on Dumb and Dumber. Take a look.
You're gutting the FBI. You're firing all these people across, possibly 1/3, 1/4 of the workforce. And your most experienced people for political reasons. You're doing that. The winner are those people who seek to do harm to America and to kill American citizens.
So this is really, it is self-mutilation. America is hurting itself. We think that it is utterly crazy, and we're also really, really angry at you.
Trump has done some fairly popular things in his first few weeks in office. This is not one of them. No, no, no. Horrible, 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 to quote Charles Barkley.
A lot of the things, a lot of people at the Super Bowl have beer and guac. All of it comes from much of it comes from Mexico, and the prices of these things are likely to go up.
Let me tell you, we have a thug in charge of the United States, and if we don't wake up, we may not have a United States, because right now he has only been successful in being a divider-in-chief.
By the way, Chucky, there's plenty of beer made right here in America and lots of guac and avocados from California. Have they learned nothing in the past 10 years? Do they not understand economic and political leverage? I mean, they've watched Donald Trump since 2015. They have learned nothing. Apparently not. They doubled down on the same tired hate, hysteria, doomsday predictions, smear, slander about dictatorship and fascism. When Donald Trump says, "We're slapping a tariff on you," that is the beginning of a negotiation. Let me educate you to what the president is thinking and how he thinks. It's called the art of the deal. Meanwhile, the Democratic Party is turning into an absolute joke. Don't take my word for it. If you're a conservative, you're going to love this, because the Democratic Party has now elected people to the left of Joe and Kamala. Here are the highlights from this weekend's DNC forum. Take a look.
How many of you believe that racism and misogyny played a role in Vice President Harris's defeat? Okay.
You fight on, you fight on, you fight on, you fight on. When your government is doing you wrong, you fight on, oh, you fight on.
Will you pledge to appoint more than one transgender person to an at-large seat? And will you commit to making sure those appointments reflect the gender and ethnic diversity of the transgender community?
In order to be gender balanced, we must elect one male, one female, and one person of any gender.
Okay, so Kamala lost because of racism and misogyny, and are they accusing the American people of that? Democratic Party is in desperate need of soul searching. In the meantime, Donald Trump will continue to drain the swamp, rack up achievement after achievement for the American people to make America great. And just breaking hours ago, Senator Susan Collins announced that she in fact will vote to confirm Tulsi Gabbard as the Director of National Intelligence. A big win for Tulsi. Here now with more, White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt. Caroline, great to have you. Great job on your first day. I think you brought a little shock and awe into that room yourself. How'd you like it?
Well, thanks so much for having me, Sean, and I loved it. You know why? Because I work for a president who is getting things done, who is delivering on the promises he made to the American people, and who speaks the truth. So I'm so humbled by the outpouring of support I've heard from people across the country saying, we're doing such a great job at the White House. Well, it's easy to do a good job when you are acting